your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into the viewer sent in photos and videos. Taking a look at Thomas here from the Middle River, Maryland area, just east of Baltimore. Take a look at this beautiful sunny day across this past weekend back on February 6th. Take a look at this. Just not too long ago, there was almost 2 and to as much as 3 feet of snow, 2.5 feet in many areas of his area, 2 to 2.5 feet. And look at that. Now they're pretty much all melted. Nice, beautiful, sunny day. Let's get it right into Robert Jason Stone from the Avon, Ohio area near I-90. I believe it was exit 191. Take a look at as he was truck driving. Look at all of this snow just this past evening here across the Wednesday evening area. Lots of snow across this portion of Ohio. The lake effect snow really kicking in. And as you can see, he captured some pretty hefty snow totals here. Those very light and fluffy lake effect snow blowing around and drifting around. So hopefully you're safe out on the roads there, Robert. He was passing through the Avon, Ohio area. Thank you, Robert. And heading on to Lucas from Linden, Texas, taking a look at a nice moon time lapse here. You can see it traversing across the sky. And of course, Lucas is pretty good with these time lapses. He's been doing quite a few over the last couple years. And as you can see this moon traversing across the sky. So very nice capture, and he zoomed in pretty close on it. So I will have another video of his on next segment. If you have any photos or videos to send in Facebook, MeteoMark, Twitter, WX Northeastern, and also you can send them into MeteoMark.com at gmail.com. Let's get right into the forecast. Very interesting forecast, to say the least. Looking at rainfall and liquid precipitation totals. Your eyes are drawn here to the East Coast. We're looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 inches liquid equivalent. Now, some of this could fall in the form of frozen precipitation come later into Tuesday and into Wednesday. We'll watch for this, and I'll show you the scenario set up. Even closer to the coast, upwards of 3 inches of liquid equivalent. Taking a look at that pattern, ridge continuing out west here, that trough really digging here in the east. Now it'll be really interesting to see. We'll have a lot of energy here in the southeast and the eastern Gulf of Mexico. That will traverse along the subtropical jet. We'll have to see how much of this northern branch in this energy that traverses along it will get entrained into, but we could have some sort of low pressure head up just east of the spine of the Appalachians, or give or take a couple hundred miles. That couple hundred miles will make all the difference in the world. Let's get right into that scenario that I'm looking at. Low pressure moves out of the southeast later into Monday, and Monday night and into Tuesday, up along just east of the Appalachians. This is the most likely track based on all the model information we've got and the weather pattern setting up, and it will move up through the northeast, probably on the east side of the Appalachians. Now this could be within 100 or 200 miles, so that will make all the difference in the world. And we'll have to see where that high pressure is up here in eastern Canada as it's on the retreat. That will have a big effect on where the cold weather sets up for the snowfall and a potential ice storm as well. Let's get right into the snowfall, lake effect snow I'm talking about, through the first part of the weekend into the second part of the weekend, east of Lakes Erie, Lake Ontario, even southeast of the lakes here. We're looking at a solid anywhere from 6 to 12, even as much as 18 to 24 inches in those persistent snow bands near Syracuse, maybe even just southeast, and off Lake Erie as well. Let's get right into those surface maps, starting off with your Saturday. Look at the big bone-chilling cold air that we have to deal with the first part of the forecast period. We're not even getting out of the single digits. Portions of the Susquehanna River Valley over towards the Ohio River Valley, Hudson River Valley, even some areas below zero for highs. Look at this. This is really cold, and all that cold air going across these unfrozen Great Lakes. Look at that. There's going to be lake effect snow along the New York State Thruway, even portions of east of Lake Erie here. And of course, we have some wraparound snows, portions of New England heading on into your Sunday here. Still very cold across the area, maybe warming up a little bit, but mid to upper single digits instead. And look at that, we're some of the areas getting into the sunshine here. We still got those lake effect snow areas southeast of Lakes Erie, Lake Ontario, adding additional 3 to 6 inches likely. And heading on into your Monday, this is where we start to get overrunning. We've got that stationary front setting up across the area, and we'll start to have moisture flowing up from the southeast here and even portions of the west here, southwest, and we'll start to get increasing moisture overrunning, and we could have some late day snow showers setting up into Tuesday. This is where things get very complicated, so I want you to stay tuned. I will have probably quickcast video forecasts at some point over the weekend to update you on this, but this is what I'm potentially looking at across the Northeast. Temperatures will be warming up in advance, but we'll have to see just how much they warm up either side of the low pressure system. In 10 seconds, I'll have a 5-day look for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com, Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus, and MeteoMark. Here's your 5-day. Stretching from Saturday to the midpoint of next week. Look at this. Saturday, we're barely making it around 0-1 degrees. Wind chills will be minus 25 to as much as minus 40 below. Very dangerous. If you don't have to go outside, don't do it. Scattered lake effect snow showers, mostly clear towards Saturday night. We're getting down to as much as minus 10 to minus 15 in some of those normally colder valleys. Sunday, we're warming it up a little bit, near 10 with some crystal clear sunshine. Into Monday, increasing clouds, chance of late day snow, heading up towards the mid to upper 20s. Into Tuesday, that's where things get complicated, and I'll have more details on that into Wednesday as well. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.